What's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. And today, we got a special treat. We got some dirt from Blue Gold Mines. Old Tony Owens. Caught him up on the Facebook. There was a thread that was going about suggesting Paydirt to people. And he had suggested his own, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to sneak in there and go order a bag for myself to check it out. And so I did, and here we go, Blue Tundra Mine. Now I paid $70 for this bag. This is the Blue Tundra Special, I believe is what they're calling it. They got a few offerings there, but I wound up picking up the Blue Tundra Delight. Misskimoson's Paydirt is what we got. So, we're gonna bust this baby open, check it out, shake it out a little bit, and see what it has to offer us. So, a little knifey knife to split this baby open. Now, opening the package, it is a USPS flat rate package. Inside of that, we have the bag of Paydirt. No shipping info, no packing slip or anything like that. So I had to do a little bit of research and to remember exactly what it was that I bought. No worries, figured it out. Unfortunately, there's also no label on the bag. So if you bought multiple bags, you may or may not know what it is that you're going through. So it'd be nice to see a little bit more labeling on here, just to kind of reaffirm what it is that I got. Opening the bag. Oh, wait a minute. It's a bag in a bag. I may be eating crow and taking back everything I just said. I'm not. Now, this bag did take a little damage, and I was going to comment on that, but as it turns out, this is just the bag for the bag, so it protected the inner bag. Doesn't provide a whole lot of protection, but it got here all right. Now, the actual Paydirt bag, little black Mylar bag, not heat sealed, and then boom, we're into our dirt. Now, it got here all right. This is maybe about 3/4 of a pound here, give or take. Now, let's take a look at the description and see what we're in for. Here we go. In the Alaskan tundra, blueberries grow all around. Whether you're running your claim in the wilderness of Alaska or just taking a stroll down the valley, and you get hungry, stop by a blueberry bush. Is this the right description? Yeah, I guess so. Start picking. Now's the time to look. Stop and take a look at this non-edible. I'm not sure what the blueberries have to do with the dirt, but the dirt has heavies and some rollers, so you have a safety pan. We're going to be running it down the sluice. This is a 1.5 pound bag of Paydirt with guaranteed 1 gram of gold. And you can also customize it. So you can tinker the bag a little bit, throw more gold in there if you want a really rich experience. Tailings from his dad's gold mine near the Arctic Circle in Alaska. All of the gold is also from the same claim, so you're buying 100% Alaskan, authentic Alaskan Paydirt and gold. The Blue Tundra Delight will have a variety of gold from fines to pickers, which is a delightful taste of gold. So combined with the black sands and the dirty Alaskan material, this will be hard pan, so be sure to use a catch pan, da-da-da-da-da. Free shipping in the US, no international shipping, but $70 to your door. Not too bad. Now, it says 1.5 pounds. I'm not so sure, so let's go grab the old scale here. And then we can confirm. Actually, let's just hop over to the other view and we'll go from there and shake it out. All right. Put this on the scale. And there's just almost 1 pound of material here. Not quite 1.5 pounds. I'm missing about 30% of my material. But as the description says, it's tailings anyways, so Any gold that would have been in it has already been removed and then re-added as a guaranteed gram. Which is okay, you know. But once you're adding gold to tailings, it doesn't matter where your dirt comes from. So maybe he was just using the wrong terminology. We're about to find out because we're going to shake this out. If I can find my buckets, are there? Looking at the material, there is some above 1/4 inch, so we'll grab all the classifiers. Alright, so I think since I got some stuff in use here, we're going to classify to 1/4 inch, get the big stuff out of the way. There's our 1/4 inch. I'm not going sub 40, I'll use that one. There's our 1/4 inch stuff. Get that out of the way. Next we got our 10. Alright, well I'm going to speed past this part. Speed it up real quick. Finish shaking this out. There's not a lot of material to go through, so it's going to go really quick. And then we'll be right back to run some dirt. Alright, we're back. We got everything all sorted out. What we wound up getting, here we are, starting off with our plus 1/4 inch. Not a lot, but since it was reconstructed Paydirt as it was mentioned, we could do without that. Especially since we're low. We only got about 60% of the dirt that was listed there on the website. 1.5 pounds is what we should have seen. We only saw just a little bit under 1 pound. So having this much heavy material, a little bit of a disappointment, but that's alright. We're looking for gold. The plus 10 we got just up above that first riffle. We'll go ahead and hit it with the magnet just to see if there's any big chunks. And there are. There's some big ass chunks of magnetic material in there. So that lets me know that down below there's going to be a ass ton of magnetics there as well. Look at that. Some big guys. Big guys. Alright. Moving down to the plus 20, the least of all the material amounts. Only fills up about 3/4 of the lower end here. I hear the magnetic pieces zipping to the magnet. Clink, clink, clink like a little shotgun. And boom, there you are. Actually, seemingly less in the 20. But proportional. It is still proportional to the others. So there you go. Now down here in we got the plus 40, which includes the sub 40s as well. Everything below. Just a little bit above that bottom lip. So again, there's not a whole lot of material here. But there is a fair amount of magnetics in it. Not a huge amount. I'm not going to be wrestling with it or anything. Ironically enough, Alaska material doesn't tend to have as much magnetics as you would expect. Of course that varies area to area, but for the most part this falls in line with what we expect. So there you go. That's our material. Not a whole lot to work with. The bag was a little light, but hopefully the gold isn't. So we got this sluice all ready to go, so let's move on over, wet this dirt up, and find us our gold. Don't go anywhere. Alright, welcome back. We got our dirt all wetted up and we're ready to run. We got our shovel. We're going to start off with +10 and work our way down from there. And alright, let's get to it. This is going to go pretty quick. I'm still going to speed things up, and we'll be back in a flash. Alright, let's shut this baby down. Let's see what we got. Alright, there's definitely some gold in there, a lot of small flake, fine stuff. Not too shabby. Looks like, yeah, probably about a gram or so. But we'll find out here shortly. Let's get this all cleaned up, snuffered up, cleaned up, and dry it out. We'll see what it's all about. We'll be right back. Alright. There's some gold, baby. We'll zoom in on that. Nice little pile of yellow. Let's get this snuffered up, dry it out, and see what we got. We'll be right back. Alright, we got this gold all dried up, and it is ready to be weighed out. Miner Bob and the Ass are here with us today to see what we can see. Hello. Maybe if we turn this way, maybe that way. I'll lose a little bit of that glare. There we go. A little glare, a little tear. Alright, let's get to weighing. Let's find out how much gold we recovered. All mostly fine gold here. Not quite flour, but definitely little itty bitties. Alright. What the fuck? 2.222 grams of gold. Is that right? The fuck? Fucking A. 2.222 grams of gold. How about that? Bam! Goddamn. Miner Bob's very happy. And his ass is tingling. 2.222. Lock that in. That's our lucky number today. 2s across the board. Alright. Well, I'm going to take some pictures of this gold. Show you it up close and personal. And then we'll be back with my final words on ROI. Welcome back. Man, what can I say? That turned out differently than I was expecting, let me tell you. I definitely knew I had some good gold when I pulled the mat off. I didn't realize how much was really sitting there. That really fine gold can be deceiving sometimes because it hides under itself, and it's really hard to gauge it until you throw it on a scale. And man, what a surprise. Well, but as always, let's talk about the dirt first, then we'll talk about the gold. The dirt, it's your general Alaskan pay dirt. Not too difficult to go through until you get to the end where there's the really fine stuff, and there's a little bit of a battle there. This isn't beginner dirt. This, I would say, somewhere in the middle intermediate. You're going to spend a good time going through it. I was a little disappointed that it was only a pound of dirt as opposed to the 1.5 pounds, but at the end of it all, I'm not complaining. But it is 1.5 pounds listed on the website, and I only got about a pound, and that's fine. Except now I'm thinking maybe this was unsearched pay dirt, unless he intended to put 2 grams in a 1 gram guaranteed bag, and if that's the case, psh, right on, man. Now, I skipped ahead and started talking about the gold because I'm just so, I'm looking at the paper right here and I just want to get on to it. So you know what? Let's get on to it. Put the sign up. We paid $70 for this bag of dirt. What we wound up finding here was 2.222 grams of gold. Now this was only a 1 gram guaranteed bag. That winds up having a today value of $137.67. For a whopping blow your mind ROI of 196%. Look at that. 196% ROI. Holy shit. Now, as always, anytime I get more than the guaranteed, I gotta say, your mileage will vary. You know, you may not get 2 grams. You may get closer to the 1 gram. Even at the 1 gram, that's still pretty much 100% ROI. So still a great bag, even if there was only 1 gram in here. But I wound up pulling 2.222 grams of gold. All fine stuff. And man, I'm just elated. This is great. This is a great bag. But again, your mileage may vary, as with all Paydirt. So absolutely 100% recommend. Head over to BlueTundraGold.com. I'll put a link down below, as I always do. And go check their stuff out, man. This bag was great. I've heard nothing but good things. The dirt that I wound up doing back in December that Miller sent me, I believe also came from him. And that was a great bag as well. So I definitely recommend, check them out. Go BlueTundraGold.com. Pick up a bag. You might be surprised. He looks like he's low on stock right now on most of the stuff, but it seems like there's a couple bags of something there. So check that out. And see what you find. Report back. Let me know. And maybe I'll check that one out too. But absolutely, the Blue Tundra Delight was a freaking delight. Lots of fine gold in there. Lots of little, like they put, little rollies. So when you're working the gold, make sure you go back down through your tailings. Don't just wash them out. Like, use a catch pan, run that dirt again. Go back through it, run that dirt again. If you can, classify it out so you can get a lot of the bigger rocks out of your way. All your gold here is going to be really, really small. So, you know, get that big stuff out of the way so it's not knocking stuff around. And just go through it nice and slow. And you're going to be surprised how much gold is still in your tailings. I went through the pan, went back and forth 2 or 3 times, and I was still finding little pieces of gold. So definitely take your time on this one, but I think you would have an awesome time going through it, and a nice amount of gold for your vial when you're done. And there you go. So go pick up a bag and have a great time, because I know I did. Man, I was a little bit sus at first, so I was like, oh man, no label. So a couple things. Yeah, I always got to find something to improve on. Label the bags. Put something on there to remind me who you are and what bag it is. When you have multiple bags of dirt, it's nice to remember what it was that I ordered. And it dresses up your product as well. Other than that, I really don't have any complaints. Because how can you when you pull 2 grams of gold out of a 1 gram guaranteed bag? I'm looking for stuff to complain about here, and that's all I got. So there you go. Go pick up a bag, have a great time, get yourself some gold. Once you're done there, head over to my page, backyardprospecting.com. Check out the Prospector's shop. Always have some goodies there between, you know, magnetic separators, toolbox sluices, stickers, Paydirt. Go check it out. Otherwise, I just want to thank you for tuning in. If you like the video here, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button as well. Hit the notification bell too, so that way you don't miss any of my future content. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and appreciate you all. Hope you have a wonderful day, and if I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.